So, hello, dear students. Today we'll solve one problem. This problem is from 2025 class 10th ICSE board problem. This problem is basically from optics. The problem is like this. Out of three rays IJH shown in the diagram, which ray will suffer total internal reflection while inside the prism? And the critical angle of the prism is given and it is 42 degree. Copy the diagram to complete the path of the ray which you have named in A till it comes out of the prism. So students, in this diagram we have three rays given, I, J and H. You can just see H, I and J, and out of these three rays we have to tell which ray will suffer total internal reflection. So students, we will see one by one. First we will see ray J. So students, here I am naming it this prism. This is A, B, and C. You can just see BC is a horizontal surface of this prism. AB is vertical and AC is slanted. So students, here ray J is incident and it is perpendicular to this side AC of the prism. So students, here angle of incidence I, it will be 0 degree. So if I is 0 degree, so angle of refraction will also be 0 degree. So this ray will pass undeviated and it will strike on the face AB of the prism. So students, here angle between the ray J and the surface AB is, it is 90 degree minus 60 degree, it is 30 degree. So students, angle between the ray J and the surface AB, it is 30 degree. And students, in optics, we calculate angle of incidence with respect to normal. So here, angle of incidence at the face AB of the prism, it is 90 degree minus 30 degree. And here it is 60 degree. And here, the normal is perpendicular to the side AB and the normal is horizontal, and we have just calculated the angle of incidence, that is 60 degree. So here it will be 60 degree. So students, here I is greater than critical angle, and this critical angle is given at it is 42 degree, and here angle of incidence we have calculated now, it is 60 degree. So here I is greater than C, so the ray J will suffer total internal reflection. So now we will see for ray I and H. So students, for ray H, we will see. Students, as you can see, this is ABC. Angle A is 60 degree, angle B is 90 degree. So angle C will be 30 degree, because the sum of angle A, B and C, it should be equal to 180 degree. So here angle C will be equal to 30 degree. And here this angle is 30 degree. Here H is incidence perpendicular to the side BC of the prism. So here I will be equal to 0 degree. So R will also be equal to 0 degree. That is angle of refraction R will also be 0 degree. So this ray H will pass undeviated. There will be no refraction for this ray H, and it will strike on the face AC of the prism. And here, students, if you will calculate here angle of incidence, it will come out to be 30 degree. And here I is less than C, that is critical angle. So the ray H will not suffer total internal reflection. And students, similarly, if you will see for ray I is also perpendicular to the side AC of the prism. So here, this ray I will pass undeviated, and it will strike on the side BC of the prism. And students, if you will calculate here the angle of incidence, it will come out to be 30 degree. And here again I is less than C, that is critical angle. So here this ray I will also not suffer total internal reflection. So out of ray I, J and H, only ray J will suffer total internal reflection. And student, in B part, we have to copy the diagram to complete the path of the ray, which you have named in A till it comes out of the prism. So students, we will complete the path of ray J. For ray J, we will complete the path. So students, here we have just seen the angle, this angle of incidence, it is 60 degree. Students, as this normal is horizontal and this side A, B, it is a vertical. So students, normal to the vertical face AB, and it is horizontal. It is horizontal. So students, the reflected ray here, it will make 60 degree with the horizontal. The reflected ray, I'm just writing it, the reflected ray makes 60 degree with the horizontal. If you will see for base BC, this base BC is horizontal and normal on this face BC is vertical. It is vertical. And students, so the angle between the ray and the vertical, it will be 90 degree minus 60 degree, and it will be 30 degree. And students, angle of incidence, it will be 90 degree minus 30 degree, and here it will come out to be 60 degree. So students, here the angle of incidence for the reflected ray on the face BC, and it will come out to be 60 degree. So students, here this I is 60 degree and it is greater than critical angle. So students, this light ray will suffer total internal reflection. So it will reflect with the same angle. So here it will reflect with the same angle, that is 60 degree. Here angle of reflection will be equal to angle of incidence according to the law of reflection. And students, here if you will just see here, if you will see slanted face AC, this is a slanted face, and it makes 30 degree with the base. This slanted face AC, it is making 30 degree with the base. Therefore it's normal. It's normal. If you will see it's normal, it will make 90 degree minus 30 degree, that is 60 degree with the base. And students, angle of incidence, it will be 90 degree minus 60 degree, and it will come out to be 30 degree. So here we have got our angle of incidence at the face AC, and it is coming out to be 30 degree. And it's students, if you'll compare this angle of incidence with the critical angle, so here I, it is less than critical angle. So students, here the light ray will not suffer total internal reflection and it will emerge out of the prism. So in this way, we have to complete the path of ray J inside the prism and it will emerge out of the prism. So this was the solution of this problem. And if you like my problem solving technique, then you can like, share, and subscribe my YouTube channel. That's all. Thank you.